Well, folks, this hangout is live. Welcome to Troy, Montana. My name is Earl Teets. I'm the founder of the Servants Team Missionary Outreach out of Troy, Montana, who brings you the homebusinesshelper.com. I hope it's not as blurry on your screen as it is on mine. It looks like we're having a few technical difficulties with Google. Forgive me. As long as you can hear me, this presentation will still make sense to you. Congratulations, folks, for taking the time to see a proven path. We're not going to share any hype here. This presentation is all about you. Don't you deserve to create success? Wouldn't it be nice to have a proven roadmap with no hype to go down, to where if you just rolled up your sleeves and went to work, you could really create the success that you deserve? Instead of all the hype and the usual stuff, cloak and dagger approaches, hey, let's show you a really good story, invite you to the meeting, and then we'll tell you the truth after you spent your money. Come on, folks. Whatever happened to the basics? The book I read, Bible, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth, says that if you run with the truth sets you free. If you stick with the truth sets you free. So I'm a firm believer that that's what we do. Who is the homebusinesshelper.com? It's a Christian training platform blog. That's all it is. And it's put together out of the love of my heart from working in this industry for over 20 years. I'm sick and tired of watching innocent people that can't afford to spend $500 to $1,000 to $2,000 to $10,000 just to learn the basic fundamental principles of how do you work from home and make the money. Well, instead of getting just a sliver of the pie or a piece of the pie, you get the whole how-to pie in our Home Business Helper training station. And it's universal to network marketing, internet marketing, and affiliate marketing. We do have two opportunities that we believe in and that we're very happy to represent. One is ProjectHealthyWealth.com, which is a second to market network marketing company, and your online education platform, which is the leadproject.biz. Both of these work together hand in hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share facts with you tonight of how you can roll up your sleeves, go to work, and know that you're capitalizing on true trends in motion. Just to give you a little bit of credibility, this here is John Maxwell. My picture was taken with him. That was a real honor. He was my hero. I really wanted to be an NFL football player, and my biggest favorite football player passed away. His name was Walter Payton, alias Sweetness. Anyhow, he was one of the best running backs to ever play the game. But I'm only 5'5", under 160 pounds. There's just not a whole lot of demand in the NFL for a little guy like me. But learning from guys like John Maxwell, who's passionate about leadership. I mean, the Fortune 500 companies pay their most elite to have John train them. And I studied his books and seminars and stuff over 10 years. So meeting him was like meeting Walter Payton. I'm passionate about helping people succeed. I'm passionate about exposing entrepreneurship. Why? Because entrepreneurship is the very thing that set America free from the Great Depression. It was not employment. Understand this, folks. 90% of the wealth in America is held by 3% of the population. That 3% of the population are all entrepreneurs. None of them are employees. In fact, the true story behind employment, according to the Social Security Administration, out of 100 people reaching the age of 65, only 3 are able to retire on incomes $25,000 or less per year. The other 97 out of 100 fail. Don't get to retire, work their whole lives. Basically for what? Nothing, to still be behind. So what we're showing you is a real path here. And you're going to like it. First of all, the Home Business Helper, what are we all about? Well, we share the truth. And some see the truth, some run from the truth, and some embrace it. Our job is to help those who embrace it. It's pretty simple. We know the path. I'm a mountain boy from Troy, Montana. So let me tell you, if it comes to climbing a mountain, it's kind of nice to have a guide that knows the way from the bottom to the top of the mountain. The top of the mountain's your destination. Between the top and the bottom, there's sticks, there's holes, there's ditches, there's rock slides, there's avalanches, all kinds of things that can take place. There's animals that can eat you because you are top notch on their food chain. So if you don't have a guide that knows the way to the mountain just right, how safe is your career? Think about what I'm saying. 20 years in this industry, worked with some of the very best of the best in this industry and still do. So it really helps to give you an edge. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about what the 3% do that succeed the most, because success leaves clues. When you study the clues left behind by success, you can simply develop a roadmap that's got the actions necessary to create the success. And when you put in the right actions on a daily basis, consistently, every single week, people with no experience have gone from $0 to $1 million incomes in 2 years' time. So here's how that process really works and what makes it possible. Excuse me, I got something in my eye here kind of itching on me. But the first thing that we're going to share, second to market solutions. What does it mean to be second to market? I didn't have a clue. I was just a mountain boy, man. Second to market. Look at the automobile. When the automobile first came out, there was no gas gauge, no windshield wipers, but it hit the market. And then people realized it needed windshield wipers. It needed a gas gauge. So the second to market automobile had the windshield wipers and the gas gauge. Even the ones that had old automobiles wanted the new automobiles because second to market was better. They improved everything that needed improved. The profit margins were more. If you were in the beginning at this with second to market, you got to capitalize on the profits that could be created there. We're going to talk to you about two things that are second to market in the most lucrative field of entrepreneurship. We're going to talk about network marketing being second to market, affiliate marketing being second to market, and the homebusinesshelper.com blog gives you the best of both of those worlds in one place. Why? Because now today, what you could not do before is capitalize on multiple trends at once. Again, success leaves clues. The clues left by success have proven that when you could capitalize on a single trend in motion as it went from 10% market domination to 80% market domination, the S curve in college marketing they call critical mass, the sweet spot to be at when profits are created. So when you look at that, if you were in front of one trend at that sweet spot, you made fortunes. Fortunes that were world record fortunes were created. Today, with the power of the internet, we can use logic and common sense and go, okay, the whole idea of making money in this whole industry is to be able to take what you got that caters to the masses and expose it to them. And when they choose to take that option, you get paid for it. That's the bottom line. Those are the actions that you're going to take. So if you're going to go through those actions, if you got things that can work together in harmony to produce even more profits, then why would you not want to jump on more money on the same efforts? And that's all we're talking to you about here, but we're going to equip you with two things. We're going to talk about being able to be high tech and high touch. And when you combine the best of both worlds, you're going to make a lot of money. So let's talk about that. We're second to market solutions, and that's what allows you the most for your efforts being applied. That helps quite a bit. Multiple income streams. So you're doing the work one time, but you're able to gather several income streams. We got a proven earning system. This isn't something somebody dreamed up in a dream and just, oh, let's see if it works. We're talking about proven work habits, proven earning system. You do the work, roll up your sleeves with live help, you're going to achieve. That's the bottom line. Lead generation. What? We're going to talk about having an opportunity and lead generation? Boy, isn't that a first. Usually, Company's got a great opportunity and a great compensation plan, but the only way they can show you how to get what you have in front of exactly who wants it is to go out and invite your friends and family to a meeting. And if they don't bring somebody to the meeting, you don't make any money. And what does that prove? Well, think about the facts, folks. 97% of the companies starting out today offering you the great way to earn on that ground floor are going to be out of business in 6 months' time. A very short few of them may make it to 3 years. That's just the statistics of the most lucrative field of home business on the entire planet. So think about what I'm saying. We know the majority are going to fail. Doesn't it make sense to study the 3% and follow the actions that they do? And when you can do that, you can position yourself for all kinds of success as you're willing to work for it so it can multiply. We're going to describe exactly how that works. But yeah, we've got live help on top of lead generation. We're also going to show you one place for everything risk-free. In other words, we're not here to take advantage of you. If we get 35 days into the game plan you're looking at tonight, and you feel like we've taken advantage of you, please send everything back to the company for a full refund. We're not here to take advantage of you. We've got a proven path. We're going to show you really clearly how to roll up your sleeves, go to work with proven work habits, proven products, proven solutions, and get paid for them. It's very powerful. The last, number 7, like I mentioned, we're a Christian universal training. Why would we want to set our training up in our blog, thehomebusinesshelper.com, or 7factstofreedom.com, because that's the name of this presentation? Think about it. Why would we put universal training in there that would help out all network marketers and all affiliate marketers? Well, if 97% are failing, and we give you the tools to go out there and make the money, and one of those companies fail, you're going to come back to us where you got the tools that taught you to make the money, and then you can take advantage of one or both of the options that we got. It's just logical. When we know we've got what works, we know we got what's proven, we know we're second to market, which means we've got the best of the best. Why not share the truth with others and allow them to capitalize on it? They can go off somewhere else and find out, oh gosh, they were right. You know, kind of like our children do. They think mom and dad's nuts. They go out and skin their knees. By the time they're 25, 30, they start to realize that, you know, mom and dad wasn't so nuts after all. They really had a good thing going. And I was just a little too rebellious to see the truth. It's human nature. That's how things work. So think about what I'm saying here. Now, let's talk about the 7 things that we have for you to jump in front of. And these are 7 major trends in one place. Now, remember, history's proved that in front of one trend, world record fortunes have been created. You're one of the first people to even hear about a trend. And these trends I'm talking to you about tonight are both in their 2nd year and beyond. They're both debt-free, both Christian-owned, both risk-free. Where can you go wrong with that, folks? So, what's the first trend? Well, natural defense to the body. ProjectHealthyWealth.com is where we're going to find our health solutions. Now, let's back up before we really dive in too deep here. According to Paul Zane Pilzer, the world's leading economic forecaster, the most money's made with health and wellness. Now, you might be thinking, well, we've ate our vegetables since the beginning of the age, and everybody knows if you just eat your vegetables, you're going to be fine. That those pills and potions and lotions are just placebo effect scams to make money with. That stuff ain't real. However, I hate to tell you this, but the truth is that stuff's very real. Nutrition is extremely important, and as technology has advanced from the rotary phone to the cell phone to the computer phone, you see the difference? Technology's advanced. Why wouldn't nutrition advance? What we bring you at Project Healthy Wealth is second to market, like within the automobile. First market nutrition is Okay, we've got the most popular ingredients. Let's slap it in a bottle, put it on the market, get it out there at the cheapest price, and make as much money as we can. And that way has worked. And then there's the right way to do it. Let's formulate the ingredients properly. Put them together with patented formulation that allows them to work together in a synergistic fashion without canceling one another out. And let's keep that affordable to the masses, under $2 a day, with products that have the ability to save the consumers by redirecting their spending to these products over $100 a month, in many cases over $300 a month. Why? Because this will kill what's called attrition in the business. Next month, they want the product again because it's going to save them over $100 a month. So they reorder next month. If they're not interested in a home business, you've got a product or a service that they would use even if there was no business attached, because simply saving the money by transferring their spending to better quality for less money adds over $100 a month in money to their account. That gives you a unique edge as an entrepreneur, and that's what is unique about every one of the trends I'm going to share with you here. Now, look at the automobile launch and look at how ridiculous some people thought when the automobile first hit the market. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You want me to put my family in that contraption powered by gas, can't even stop in a second? What if it explodes? You're nuts. That stuff will never work. No way will that work. I'm sticking to my horse. All right? People actually said that. People actually believed that. What did we see happen? The truth was the automobile replaced the horse and buggy. Fortunes were created like the world had never seen before. Today, let's look at the truth about second-to-market nutrition. In the 1940s, our soil wasn't compacted with acid rain for generations. In the 1940s, the majority of the farmers who relied on farm aid that had to stick to certain conditions of what fertilizers they could use and what pesticides they could use, or they didn't get the farm aid that fed their families for growing the food. So those things went into the soil for generations to come. What happens today? Our vegetables grow in that soil. They come up, they look just as pretty, but the nutrients aren't there to the level that they were before. There's a lot of nutrients missing. What has happened in our lifestyles because of this? Well, look at our children today. More of them are obese than ever before. We see the epidemic of juvenile diabetes like never before. We're even seeing teenagers with heart conditions that never used to be present in people under the age of 40. Think about what I'm talking about. So, why is all of this? Well, obviously the body's not getting the right nutrition. So that's why supplements are where the money's at. The majority of the educated population in the world has figured this out. So when you look at Paul Zane Pilzer, leading economic forecaster on the planet, saying health and wellness is where it's at, you look at the truth at the soil and what's happened to it and why the vegetation doesn't have the right nutrients in it. Well, we got to solve the problem. That's all we're doing, solving a problem. What's the solution? Do you see what I'm saying? So our first solution is natural defense. We want to get rid of free radicals. We want to get rid of inflammation, the two biggest things that cause the most problems in the body. And while we're talking about these natural solutions, recognize the fact I'm not a doctor. I cannot make any claims. All I'm sharing with you is information. So we got a product that's our focus product that allows you the most sought after nutrients on the planet that allow the body to get rid of free radicals naturally, inflammation naturally, at less than $2 a day. If you suffer from things like rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, chronic pain, understand that almost all of these conditions have one major little thing in common called inflammation. So when you have a natural solution that you can put in the body that allows the body to combat that inflammation the way it's supposed to, because each cell in the body gets the nutrition that it needs on a cellular level, well, that's a beautiful thing now, isn't it? Now, when you look at that, and you look at where the masses are spending their money on TV to deal with things that are surrounded around inflammation, they're prescription pills, they are not cures, and they often have side effects far worse than what they're taking those pills for. So why not have a natural solution we cannot call a cure or make any claims with that's less than $2 a day? Because the consumers that you see being advertised on TV during the playoffs with the NFL, well, look at what they're paying, between $10 and $30 a day for those solutions full of side effects. So if you got less than $2 a day with no side effects that's good for the body, wow, that actually saves the consumer with no interest in a business over $10 a day. That's over $300 a month in savings, simply transferring their spending to a better solution for less money, and neither option we can make any claims about now, can we? Isn't it simple? Doesn't it make sense? Let's look at another trend. How about weight loss? Imagine a mint that you could pop in to replace a meal with that's under $2. The 4 basic food groups of a meal run you $12 to $15 depending on what state you shop in, and that's just buying the 4 ingredients, not even preparing the full meal. So again, when you're talking about a solution that saves you over $10 a day, that puts over $300 a month in your pocket, that's got clinical studies and proven medical history behind it, well, wouldn't a weight loss candy be a good way to go? Absolutely. It's a great solution that allows you to capitalize on a major industry of weight loss. Welcome to the new year, 2015. Who doesn't want to lose weight? Why pay $7 for a meal that's cooked on a stove when you can get all the nutrients that you want and your body needs on a micro level for less than $2? Save yourself $5 per meal. Replace that meal a day. Put some more money in your pocket. What are you going to do next month with an extra $300? And we're just talking one person replacing a meal per day. What if you got 3 people in the house? Isn't that even more money saved? Think about what I'm saying. We're all about solutions that save the people money for using what we have to offer, giving us an edge as an entrepreneur to eliminate attrition, the biggest income killer in our industry. So what's next? Healthy energy drinks, right? If you got a supplement that allows you energy and you can take that and it's completely good for you with no side effects under $2 compared to $3 to $5, 4 to 5 times a day. We've seen the news. That's another trend. Let's look at another one. Natural performance enhancements. Now, how can we talk about that when I own a ministry outreach and still respect Jesus at the same time? We're talking about a solution to a problem that faces human beings, and there's no shame in that. You don't want to make a phone call like this one. Hello, 911 operator. Yeah, I'm a public speaker, and I've got to speak to 10,000 people in an hour, and I tried one of these little pills that we got a prescription for to keep a smile on my wife's face, so to speak. And there's a 4-hour condition that's spoken there that says I need to call 911. Well, I'm facing that condition. You got to help me. I got to speak to 10,000 people in an hour. Folks, realize it's funny, I know, but understand this. Do you want to make a phone call like that and pay over $10 to $12 for that solution with side effects? when there's natural solutions under $2 a day. Again, saving you more money, putting something good in your body rather than something that's bad. Now, we can recognize that's a major trend. That's where a lot of money's spent, and you don't have to be dirty to share the solutions. I'll share them for you right here on this very video. So we're talking about all these consumable things. Why don't you break out a sample and let somebody enjoy a sample while this video is going on so you can let me do the selling for you? All you have to do is be a professional inviter. Now, we've talked about the number 5, how to market online is where more entrepreneurs trying to get their feet wet in this industry get taken advantage of than anywhere. They're always spending money to get the how-to to learn actually how to make the money from home. And what do they buy? A course that gives them a small piece of the pie. And if they'll just upgrade and spend more money, if they're really serious, then they're going to make the big bucks, really. When 97% of them are failing at doing that, what makes sense to be the proper way? Wouldn't it make sense to say, hey, we've proven that it costs money to start a business. We've proven in time, success has left clues that it costs money every month to operate a business. So if we're going to hide up front that it costs money to start a business from the person that is going to go out and multiply a team, and they get on the team and they spend their hard-earned money, and then they go to the meeting and find out after they've spent their money for a solution that they only bought a small part of the solution. And now they got to spend even more money before they can even have the fundamentals 100% to participate to make the big bucks. Automatically, that prospect feels cheated. They've spent their money and I knew there was a catch. Well, you know, that catch isn't bad. I think I can live with that catch. If it's, you know, the pay looks worth it. Why on earth would you want anybody on your team to feel like that inside? Recognize 97% of them fail. Now, you can get started in business for free. Don't misunderstand me. Getting a start just means you've got an ID number. But you don't make any money until you utilize that ID number by presenting the solution that your business offers, and a prospect purchases that solution. Now there's money created. Now you can get paid. We're going to show you a proven roadmap to over $10,000 in potential earnings by doing 5 simple hours a day by properly exposing a business using this Hangout 5 times a day, letting somebody sample one of those consumable products that you work with can be considered a proper exposure. Isn't that amazing? Now watch what we're going to lay out for you. It's very simple. We're going to make 25 connections, whether they be offline or online, to share the solutions that we have to offer the people out there. Now, all the solutions I've shared with you, you can pretty much find just about anybody that could use a solution like that. So it's not hard. We're going to use the power of the internet for a live internet chat, or a phone for a live phone chat, or the old-fashioned, old-school way, belly-belly, face-to-face, in person. We're going to make 25 connections in one day to set 5 proper exposures up to do the business exposure properly with a sample. And 25 of those are going to be completed each week. And monthly, that's 125. Now, keep in mind, this is 25 hours a week. We're still talking part-time efforts. That means 375 times within 1 work quarter, 3 months, we're going to properly expose our business. So wouldn't it make sense? We've talked about health solutions that are under $2 a piece, that we have samples. If we got a couple, we're looking at an average of $4 per sample times 375. Well, that's over $1,200 now, isn't it? We've got a beginner pack for $1,000 through Project Healthy Wealth that is risk-free, that allows you enough samples to do your first work quarter properly. Now, what are we going to do? And what do I mean risk-free? 35 days into it, you think we've misled you. Send everything back to the company for a full refund. Like I said, we're not here to take advantage of you. We're here to show you how to accomplish the game plan and guide you to the success that you deserve. The only reason you'd really fail is by refusing to do the work and making the most common mistake that a lot of new entrepreneurs make, and that's going out and getting the opinion of an employee about an entrepreneurial position when it comes to creating wealth. The employee doesn't understand entrepreneurship. The employee knows how to follow orders or get fired. Do you understand? There's a big difference. You wouldn't ask a plumber to do heart surgery on your little one, would you? You would go to a surgeon for that. Well, when it comes to entrepreneurship, don't talk to an employee. Stick with proven entrepreneurs. That's how you understand the proven fundamentals. So, we're going to make sure that we go out there and do this properly. What does that mean? That means in 3 months' time that we made 1,500 total connections. And we failed 1,125 times. So we failed our way as we climbed the stairs to the top. We failed our way to the top. 100 times, they said, no, I don't want a business. I'm not an entrepreneur, but I want to save over $100 a month with one of those solutions. You showed me 4 of them that save you over $300 a month potentially. That caught my interest. So they want to save money. They want to redirect their spending to better quality for less money, enjoy benefits, and saving money. It's a win-win situation for you and the person not interested in your business. And that gives you a little over $1,000 in residual income for your first work quarter of part-time efforts. Isn't that beautiful? Now, 20 of them took it serious and said, yes, I not only want to set myself up with enough samples to do this properly in my first work quarter, but I want to understand how to market online properly and how to handle lead generation too. So I'm going to spend $30 a month to have the tools that I need to be an online entrepreneur. Wow, isn't that cheap? Now the company's going to pay you $20 a month for those $30 that were spent. There's 20 times 20. That's $400 in residual for the lead project.biz, because they wanted to set themselves up with a free lead generation system that actually works, that you can give to other entrepreneurs. Now, when you're building a career in network marketing and you start to have success and then you're utilizing the social networks like Facebook and LinkedIn, guess what? People recognize that you're succeeding. It draws them to you. What for? So they can try to recruit you into their network marketing company. And rather than be in a contest of why yours is better than theirs, recognize that with us, we know we got the second to market. We've got the best solutions. Let's let them have the tools to go make some money with their solution until they find out that they're trying to build more than one leg and their volume is paid on more than one leg. So if one leg dies while the other one grows, it really hurts their chances of trying to earn. When you look at taking the hard parts out to where you got a network marketing company that offers solutions and everybody just builds one leg as one team together, so one guy isn't fighting over, I wish you were at so-and-so's upline, they're doing better here. Oh, what about this guy? Take all that garbage out of the equation, throw it out. We've got rid of the hard parts. Everybody works on one team with over 10 ways of pay. Can't go wrong with that now, can you? So the person's decided that they want to be an entrepreneur and use the online tools, lead generation. We're going to give that lead generation away to an entrepreneur, right? That entrepreneur tries it on a 7-day trial. They follow the instructions. They push the easy button. They take that back office serious. They produce leads. They go, wow, this thing's producing for me anywhere from 3 to 5 to 7 to 100 leads per day because I followed the instructions and took the classes in the back office. I pushed the easy button. This is worth $30 a month. They pay the $30 a month. Guess what? You get paid that $20 for that. So we've got the residual income there, but there's also an education behind what? We're going to watch the playoffs again this weekend coming up. During the playoffs, what do we see? We are going to see advertising, aren't we? Even with the Super Bowl, the big professional businesses, the pros, they advertise. Same with all entrepreneurship. The pros advertise. And when you don't know the fundamentals of advertising, like the masses don't, what happens is you can spend an average of $12,000 in advertising for a year, and $10,000 fails you, and $2,000 brings you 80% of the business that didn't walk in the front door. So if you understand the fundamentals of advertising, you can put that $10,000 or $12,000 out there and see $6,000 bring you a much larger 80%. How do you understand the fundamentals of social advertising as far as paid advertising with things like Facebook? That's kind of nice, especially if you're in network marketing. There's a course out there called Social Profit Academy, taught by a 7-figure earner that earns 7 figures doing exactly that. So there's case studies from 2014 where a network marketer spent $10 on a Facebook ad. And what happened? 275 people, well, I think it's 270, 272, 270 something. Anyhow, they logged into this guy's capture page, left their email address, their phone number, and he created a list of 270 some people on a $10 ad that opted into his information. Now, $10 for 272 leads of people that say, I want what you got. That's an entrepreneur's dream in network marketing. There's case studies there and much, much more in this proven pattern. I know this firsthand because I paid $497 for this course, and I think it was the best money I spent to learn advertising on a professional level in the new age. I am very convinced it's some of the best money I've spent in my entire 20-year career. Now, the beauty of this is if you buy this product, you can refer it to others, and if they purchase that product, the company is going to pay you $400. So if you've got 5 entrepreneurs that like what you show them in one day, and they all jump on that solution, that's $2,000 in potential commissions just for one solution. So what have we shown you so far? We've shown you that we're going to fail 1,125 times to have 100 of them say, no, I don't want to be an entrepreneur, but I want to use those solutions, and have 20 of them say, yes, I do want to be an entrepreneur. I want to have all the tools I need and all the samples I need to be able to take advantage of high tech and high touch and capitalize on entrepreneurship like a true professional. And 10 of them decide that they want to advertise and be professional advertisers. What's this bring you? $4,000 for the advertisers, $400 for the tools, $4,000 in fast start bonuses for the ones that equip themselves with the products properly 90 days, and another $1,000 in commissions residually monthly on the solutions. So you've got $9,400 here, and there's still 8 commissions that I've left out. And what have I shown you? I didn't show you how to push a button and get rich. I didn't show you how to call some guy up or attend every webinar or kiss somebody's rear end. I showed you how to go to work, roll up your sleeves, do 5 presentations a day for a 90-day work plan, set yourself up with the samples that you need, become a true professional inviter. Where have I showed you anything that you don't think you could accomplish? It's a simple system. And we've got everything that you need to succeed. Now, what I've learned about spending time with multi-million-dollar earners is they understand when they see a solution to a problem that procrastination is not an option. You jump on that solution. We've just shown you 2 major solutions that put you in front of multiple trends, bring you multiple income streams in one place with live help, risk-free, debt-free, with Christian training. So you'll never have to break any of God's laws or man's laws to succeed. And if you're willing to roll up your sleeves and work a proven system, success is the end result. We look forward to meeting you in person, online, over the phone, or at one of our events. Come join us. It's your turn to earn. My name is Earl Teets from Troy, Montana. God bless you. Please keep our nation's leaders in your prayers.